All right, I think we are live. Okay, let
Excellent.
me let me just check. Where is my controls? Never mind, forget it. I'll not check the YouTube. So hi everyone. Tungsten here. So today we are having a special guest. I'm interviewing a comic book creator, Dan Fraga. So let me just show you the his channel over here. He's running a channel called Fragaboom, and he's actually doing a sketch every month for October. And if you watch this stream, you can find out how you can actually win a original sketch from him. So later on, you can catch him on his channel. But we'll start the interview. We need to know more about Dan. So the first thing that he need to do is he need to explain this image over here. Tell us all about himself.
That image there. Which
Yeah,
one? The one of a young me or the
yeah.
artwork?
Let me see. The one of the young you, because this image almost make me
That
want to
one.
be a woman.
Oh no. Oh no.
But for a split
Yeah.
second, and
Yeah.
I wake myself, slap myself a few slaps, and
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
tell us
this
more about you.
this was January of 1992. I had just been hired by Image Comics about maybe a week or so before in December. My town newspaper decided they were going to write an article about it. I grew up in a very small town, so they considered somebody getting hired to draw comics news. So they did a little story on me. I miss that hair a lot. I don't have that hair anymore.
You still look good.
Yeah, yeah. Time's been okay. Time's been okay, but yeah,
You don't have hair, but you have beard now, so it's
yeah.
fine.
It moved.
It moves
It
down.
changed coasts.
Yeah,
What's
let me
up,
just
Christopher
show.
John?
Sorry.
Oh, Christopher John. I see him in the chat. I'm saying hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, let me check it out. Again, I don't stream often, so I'm a little bit so called let me see. Yes, we have Christopher John. Hail, Fragaboom. Hail, Tungsten. Hail. All right. So while Dan is talking about then you can continue. So let me just show you guys some of his method of drawing over here. You see that he actually draws pretty awesome. This is like his quick sketch over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I call that free flow drawing, where you kind of just let the pen work.
Yeah.
It's a way to really push your imagination to visualize things and commit to things before you draw them on paper or digitally. And I found it to be quite a good exercise. Look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that! There's some good captures in there. Some stuff I haven't seen in years. Where is that? Is that on Pinterest?
Yeah. So for the interview, I try to find some of your old artworks
Wow.
because I know you work on a lot
Yeah.
of stuff like Spider
Yeah.
Man and lots of
Wow.
stuff.
Yeah, man. I haven't really
Yeah,
looked at that in a long
yeah.
time.
So you
I
can
was like,
tell us more
yeah.
about in your the comic book industry. So yeah,
So I started really young. I got hired right out of high school. Uh, I was, I had just turned 18, and I'd been trying to break into comics since I was 14. Oh, I hear a baby. I got to give a baby a kiss real quick. Hold on. Hi, you. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Are you going to bed? Okay. Say night night. Mwah. Night night. Love you. Yeah. Uh, love you, baby. Yeah. So, yeah, I decided really early on. I was about 14 when I said, "Nah, this is what I'm going to be doing for a career. I want to make comic books. I want to tell stories. I want to get these images that are inside my head on paper." And I worked diligently. I didn't do not a lot of partying, not a lot of going out, not a lot of dating when I was in high school.
not
Uh,
at all dating with that look.
yeah, no,
What a
I know
waste.
that's the funny thing. It was a bit, I was wasted, and then
Ay.
by the time I was, I broke in and everything. That's when I started losing my hair, and damn,
Ah.
man, wasted opportunities. But no, that's the thing is, look at old school Black Flag. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I said, hey, you know what? this is what I want to do. I had some encouragement. I also had, some people that I respected tell me that I couldn't do it. So I was really driven. And like I said, right, I got hired right out of high school, started working for Image Comics, worked for Image for quite a while. And in 97, I did a few books for Marvel, went back, did some work for a clothing company, did a bit more work for Rob Liefeld, left working for Rob Liefeld, did my own creator-owned book at Image Comics called The Gear Station. And then I left comics in 2002 to start working as a storyboard artist, and then later on as a director. Did a lot of conceptual work, a lot of storyboard work, directed a lot of cartoons, a few seasons for HBO, some stuff for Cartoon Network, did 6 years of work with Mattel, and then came out here to Atlanta, started working again in storyboards, working on network TV and some stuff for HBO Max. And I felt like, you know what? Now is the time to bring back Black Flag. The story that I had in my head, it'd been bouncing around there for a good, couple decades. It's been 25 years since we've done an issue. So, wow, you've got some rare cuts, man. That's a sketchbook page. That's cool. And the cool thing about doing storyboards is it's seasonal. Am I? Yeah, there we go. I was like, I turned into a YouTube window. So yeah, storyboarding is seasonal. They're on and off. So basically, what I can do, especially now that I live in Georgia, where the cost of living was much less, I could work on storyboards one part of the year, work on comics another part of the year, and I decided to crowdfund Black Flag through Comicsgate, which is, I'm pretty sure I've seen you in the chat, so you know what it's all about.
Yes.
But I was away from, like I said, I was away from comics for quite some time. 2002 to 2000, basically 2019, when I decided I wanted to do that. It's a good 17 years. I did a He-Man book to get kind of back into the stride of things, just to feel what it felt like to draw a comic book page again. Got my muscles back, and I have plenty of friends in the almost 30 years I've been in comics. I have plenty of friends. I support my friends. I don't care about what side of the political fence they're on. If I like their stuff, I like it. So I bought my pal Ethan Van Sciver's book, Cyberfrog, Blood Honey, and I'd celebrated it.
Huge crowdfunding campaign for
Yeah,
people who
it's a hit.
doesn't know. You go to Indigo and check it out. Cyberpunk Wreck Planet. You see that it's like over $1 million, which is crazy.
Yeah. So I picked up the first one, which is called Blood Honey, and I was talking on Twitter about how much I liked it, and all of these crazy people started coming out of the woodwork, attacking me for buying this comic, calling me names for buying this comic, and I didn't understand really what was going on. I wasn't really up to date on kind of what was happening. And once I was, after full research, and like I said, I've known Ethan since we were kids. I was 22 when I met him, but I realized, like, no, you know what? I actually agree with everything Comicsgate has had to say. Not the hearsay, not the labels, not any of the BS, but like from Comicsgate mouth itself, from the source. I believe in uncompromised comics. I believe in creators doing exactly what they want. I believe in customer service, and I don't think there should be any agenda other than to entertain. And so I declared that I was Comicsgate, for two reasons. One, I believe in it, and two, I absolutely am against the people that are out there trying to sully the movement. I'm full stop against it. So I joined up. My campaign was already being worked on, and I said, "Hey, let's just do this. Let's go full steam."
Yeah, talking
And
about
here it is.
Comicsgate, it was actually through Comicsgate that brought me back to comics over like 20 over years. So
That's exactly what's
yeah,
up, man. That's great.
and I was pretty surprised when no when I get to know get back to comic and whatnot, and then I realized people are talking about it as if it's a hate group. They call it a hate group or something like that. But throughout my experience, I've never experienced that. In fact, I feel
Right.
that Comic Case is like a love group and very very supportive and in fact very diverse. So that's what
Yeah.
I like about the group, and I support a lot of the campaigns from the creators. Of course, there are a few so-called more extreme bad apples among the group. I wouldn't even say it's a group, it's like an ideal kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
for those people who want to check out Comicsgate, if you Google it, don't be shocked that you'll read a few articles about it. Do your own
Yeah.
findings, check out all
Yeah.
the creators. You'll be great. And in fact, if you look at Fraga's campaign over here, he's like over 206. Oh, this is SGD, okay, Singapore dollars, because I'm from
Yeah.
Singapore. So let me
Yeah.
change it to USD.
We're
Uh,
still doing incredibly
yeah,
well.
yeah, yes, yes,
Somewhere around 190.
90. Let's get it to
Oh, there we go. Wow.
200K.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We went
talking
up.
about Black Flag, you now Black Flag is back. So let's take a look at the so-called Black Flag itself. Let me just bring out the so-called the. Let me see how does this work. Yes, I'll try to
Mm,
play the video so that people will get to know
excellent.
what is Black Flag all about. Let me know if you can hear the audio, guys,
I
in the
can.
chat.
I created Black Flag back in 1994. It was pure escapism. I want to draw guys with big guns. I want to draw anime babes, wizards, aliens. Cool, put them all in one book. Now allow me to reintroduce myself. Black Flag is literally wish fulfillment. High energy, high octane, 90s style action, relentless, doesn't ask for forgiveness, high bullet count. There hasn't been that in comics in the same way that I'm going to provide it. Sniper decided that he was going to go back into doing what he does best. He went and he took all of his gear, which had this shield on it with his flag, and he blacked out all the flags. He has no allegiance to anybody but himself. They're never sitting around talking in Black Flag issue 1. Ragtag, they're it. Here to save our world. All of them mythical, magical. And we are going to see so many bullets, so much action. This thing is certain to blow people's minds. That's basically what Black Flag is all about. Let's go.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
A fun trailer.
Yeah, I love the trailer. One of the best trailer. Sorry, one of the best trailer among all the campaign, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ascension Cinema. He really knocked one out of the park there. He did
yeah,
a
yeah.
really fantastic
Yeah.
job.
Let's talk about Black Flag. Since it's back, okay, one of the so-called reason why I asked you to cover the stream is also to introduce Black Flag, talk about it, and know what's going on over here, how it all started, and why you are bringing it back, and what can we expect from it. Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
while you're talking about that,
yeah.
while you're talking about that, let me just bring on the campaign, sort of the detail at the side panel as well. So while you're talking
Very
about it,
cool.
people can take a look at the so-called the perks. We
That's
can
so
talk about
cool,
Black Flag.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Let's
cool how
go.
you break it all up. Okay, so I initially created Black Flag. I started to ideate it in 1993. It's where I had a few ideas batting around my head, and one of the things that I realized when I was working at Extreme Studios is that I found that I had moods, artistic moods. Sometimes I felt like drawing soldiers and big guns and bullets, and then there were times I felt like I wanted to draw monsters. I felt like there were times I wanted to draw capes and sexy women, and what I ended up doing. And the other thing too is I still have plenty of artistic influences. I wanted to be able to exercise those influences. It's like I'm a huge Todd McFarlane fan. I have this character that I created named Rascal that gets into zany sort of McFarlane-esque poses. That guy right there, yeah. When I was drawing Black Flag or I mean Bloodstrike or Supreme, those are very straightforward, all guns, or Supreme was all capes. And I always felt kind of anxious as far as wanting to express myself creatively all over the place. So when I created Black Flag, I basically put together the super team of things I want to draw all the time. And I can move around, I wrote this thing about how a shark doesn't sleep because it has to keep moving. So for me, artistic inspiration feels a lot like a shark that has to keep moving. So what I'll do, like I said, is if I'm wanting to draw aliens or zany poses, I'll work on Rascal. If I want to draw big bullets and things like that, I'll work on some sniper. The good thing is they all go together well. Like you're looking at a piece right there that's got almost all the team. You don't see Spot, and you
Yeah, where's Spot?
exactly. That's a big question. Where's Spot, and why isn't Raiden there? Why didn't Raiden enter this battle right here? We see Raiden on the cover, but he's in the background. What's going on there? So what I chose to do for this campaign, again, because I had these this story in my head, at least the big building blocks of the story in my head of things I wanted to have happen, and I set them all up in Black Flag #4, which again came out in 1995, so 25 years ago, and it ended on a cliffhanger with the villain, this guy named Reza Hellfire, who's basically Satan. And he's got that guy right there. Yeah, he's got the this thing called the Golden Coin.
Yeah.
What does that mean to people? They don't. What is the Golden Coin? What are the circumstances that the devil having this Golden Coin bring? Why is this a cliffhanger? Why did he go through all he did to get that coin? So we find that out in this issue. You see here as the team is arriving, they're arriving upon this sort of semi-translucent gray matter that's coming out of the sinkhole in the middle of the city, and it's basically ripping the military apart. And we're gonna see that it's gonna absorb those pieces of the military. It's gonna absorb all the body parts of the people that it takes on and destroys, and just constantly become this newer, bigger beast. And we're going to find out why. And we're gonna see the team take on insurmountable odds in the very beginning, and then there's going to be a lot of surprises. And then once we find what Raiden's up to, it's going to make a lot more sense, but also get a lot crazier.
Yeah, and then this is the type of artwork that we can expect from the book. You can see that, my
Yeah.
God, this is like a splash page. No, I love to look at artwork whereby you don't just
Thank you.
when you first read, I mean, I'm gonna read the whole story, but after that,
Yeah.
the fun is looking back at all the works and all in
See, you're
greater
my kind of
detail.
guy. You're my kind of guy. That's the thing. I was working with my inker Norm Ratman.
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's an incredible inker. But he would always say to me, "Why do you put so much detail? People, when they read a comic, they don't look at it."
Yeah.
And I said, "You're wrong." And he said, "No, man. Whenever I look at a comic, I read it, I turn the page. I read it, I turn the page, I put it away." I said, "We're different kind of readers, because I like Michael Golden is one of my favorite artists. He did this issue of Doctor Strange that the first time I read it, I knew I had to go back and do exactly what
Yeah.
you're saying is like, what's in the trash? What's going on with this? Like all the things, not just the main action, but what is this world that this artist is making for me? And that's the kind of art I want to do. And
Yeah.
it's hard to explain that to some people.
Yeah, it's just like when I'm looking at it, it's like zooming in, right? You can zoom
Yeah.
in and see this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
love this kind of stuff. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Please carry on. I mean, sorry, I broke up the
Oh, no
conversation.
problem. Yeah. So the thing I wanted to do on this campaign, because I realized for some people, like you came back to, you said comics after 20 years,
Oh
but
yes.
for some people, they don't know what Black Flag is. And I wanted to make sure I wrote this story in a way that they feel like they're coming in on the ground floor, but also if people wanted to and wanted to just dip their toe without any commitment, I put a link to the
Oh yes.
PDF at the very
Yeah.
bottom of the campaign where you can download the original series, find out who these characters are, how we got in this situation in the first place. Again, you don't have to have read it. It's a fun read. It's classic. You know, I did that. How do you do that with circling
Huh?
that? That's awesome. Are you using like an OBS?
Yes,
That's
I'm using
incredible.
OBS. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm using
that's good
OBS
stuff, man.
and stuff.
That's good stuff.
So guys, while you're listening to Fraga, remember at the side I put on a slide show over here. You can see the perks. When you go to Indiegogo, if you look at the perks, you can click on it. There'll be more details. Man,
Yeah.
I think I got an original page. If I'm not wrong, it's like but it's no longer there when I last look at it. Right? It's all sold out. All your
Which
pages.
one?
I think it's a
Oh,
500 one.
yeah, all the pages are sold out.
Whoa,
The only thing that's left is the cover
the cover.
that was done for Red Sonja and Evil Ernie.
Yeah,
And it comes in three pieces. You have the team by itself, and then Red Sonja on one side, on one board, and Evil Ernie. So it's three total. But yeah, the artwork on this book sold out like that.
yeah, man.
But the good news for anybody that's still looking for art afterwards is Shelby, the inker of the book, is getting a third of the pages. So if anybody wants to, you know,
Ooh.
get pages afterward, they need to, you know, find Shelby and talk to Shelby. And I know he's going to be bothered because I'm trying to make sure that like, you know, McFarlane talked about how in his comics he always put one or two really like great pages, and the rest he kind of, you know, he did a good job on, but he just kind of went through them to keep going. I'm of the mind that every page should be a classic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how I feel when I look at Michael Golden's Avengers annual number 10. Every time I flip through it, I feel like every single page in there, it doesn't matter what's on the page. It could be them drinking tea. I feel like that's a page I'd love to own. That's a page I'd love to own. So that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to bring.
All right. Yeah. So this is a character that this pink gorilla character. You want to talk more about this guy? I quite
Yeah.
like this guy.
Yeah, his name is Ben Davis, codename Gorilla, spelled like guerrilla warfare. He was an experiment. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen those movies where they do experiments on animals and then the animals break free and whatever. Well, that's basically it. Is they were trying, this company called Emax was contracted by the government because of their genetic research and their ability to basically program minds. They did some genetic research on this animal. They gave him upgrades and basically the formulas that they use. Look at you! You got that Stephen Platt variant. That one's rare.
Yeah.
That's super hard to get, and it's got the American flag. And yeah, that one's. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
So
Guys, the download will contain the so-called the story of all this comic book that from the 90s Black Flag, right?
yeah,
The
that's
PDF
right.
they are talking about. So all this Dan has scanned them in and make it available for free, so you can
Yeah.
check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so what happened is the government in this is in the first issue. They wanted their weapon sooner than later, and one of the generals just got hasty and started pushing buttons, and it was too much too fast, and the gorilla broke out of the lab and took off and took refuge in this treehouse. And when he did, he basically absorbed everything that he could, almost like Johnny Five Alive from Short Circuit. He read all the dictionary, he read books, he read comics, he read all this stuff so he could basically update himself. But, he's ultra smart and can constantly get smarter. Every time he runs into new information, he learns it, absorbs it, and can make it useful. It's not just a memorization computer, but he understands. The side effect, though, is that the angrier he gets, he's like the Hulk. The angrier he gets, the more savage he gets, and the more savage he gets, he loses his ability to think. So he becomes bigger and more savage, but also becomes a little more primal and animalistic. And it's not until he comes down that he becomes the purple gorilla. He's essentially like I heard Mark Polton talk about stand-ins, like there's an idea when people create stuff that they have stand-ins. He's essentially, for me, the Beast and the Hulk, if they were combined. That's how I see him. And, I see like my guy, Raiden, I see him a lot like Doctor Strange. I see him almost more mystical in that way. So, and then Sniper is if Captain America had basically, if you grew up being Captain America and then you realized that you were being fed a line your entire life, that everything you learned was false, what would happen? And you'd be pretty pissed off and very cynical. So that's who he is to me.
Who's the colorist for this?
The amazing Matt Yackey.
This is this artwork is by Shane, and then the colorist is Matt Yackey.
Yeah, Shane Davis and
Matt Yackey.
Yeah,
and the whole book is colored by Matt Yackey, right?
That's correct. He's coloring the entire book.
I'm looking at the color; is fantastic. Look at all the small detail as well. No, even
he's so good. Matt's the best. I've known Matt. I met Matt back in 1999. We met in line waiting to see the Phantom Menace, Star Wars, and we became friends first, and then we became collaborators shortly thereafter. He'd done a lot of work for Rob, but that's the thing is like I'm real big on loyalty. Like I'm pretty loyal to the end, and like I've had people offer me their services for much cheaper, and I'm like, nope, Matt's my guy. Matt's my guy for life. I love him. Except in this case, this particular piece was colored by a guy named Andre Kromoff. And the reason why that's important is Andre was one of the original colorists at Extreme Studios, also one of the original colorists of Black Flag. I've done. He's going to be doing some stuff on 0.5 and some other things. But what's really wonderful about Black Flag, the team I have right now, is my co-writer is somebody I've known since 1995. My inker I've known since 1994. He started on Black Flag. I've known Matt since 1999, and Kurt Hathaway, the letterer of this project, is the original letterer of the series. So he's the one who designed the Black Flag logo back in 1994, and he lettered the book, all of the entire series. So this whole series is going to have a continuous feel about it. It's just going to be bolder and better.
So this is the original Black Flag piece, but I think Matt Yackey recolored it.
He did. This is the poster that people are going to be getting free. when they back at the book level. The stretch goals that I had put in were some posters, some folded posters that come along with your book. So this was one of them. There's going to be a Rob Willis folded poster as well of the pencils to his wonderful cover. So you're going to see the pencil version of that cover. The book is in prestige format now. There's more trading cards in the trading card add-on, and there are stickers. Also going to be doing a mixtape.
Mixtape.
A mixtape, a rap mixtape. If whether people want it or not, they don't have to listen to it, but they'll get it. And then somebody's going to get this pink bunny suit, which I had to do repairs on today. A lot of repairs. The bedazzlements were falling off quite quickly, so I wanted to make sure I could.
Yeah.
Get them.
Yeah, so I think these are all the stretch goals. So for those who are new to Indiegogo, because my viewer, I think they may not be that aware of Indiegogo. So when you look at the campaign, you think, oh my God, a comic book costs like $20 over. How can it be? You know,
Right.
Well, we have to understand that this is a crowdfunding sort of a project. These guys don't have their so-called their big corporate behind them, and also a lot of people might sort of miss out on the stretch goal information. Like, when you hit 50K, they actually upgrade the book. You have already hit that. At 70K, you have a new recolor of the original issue that make the poster, which I think we covered that right just now, that one. So then you have this and what more? Trading card. Whoa, I love trading cards.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. I got to get that one out to you. It's just getting things out to
No, it's
Singapore.
okay. No problem. I mean, you can send it out with the order.
I'm saving that it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And of course, like 150K, you already so-called hit that as well.
Yes, sir.
And Reunion Black Flag 0.5 issue will be created.
That's right. I forgot to mention that.
Mention that. Come on.
Yeah, sorry about that. And I'm also I do a drawing stream in about a half hour, so I have to gather all the words of the day. So I had to wrap that up too. The 0.5 issue is a very fun issue that's going to be featuring a lot of pinup art, a couple of new stories, and a lot of debuts of new artists. They're out in Comicsgate, so I wanted to be able to showcase, old school stories that hadn't been told yet, and also showcase new art. So it's sort of again like a handshake of what was and what is and what will be in one book. So that's what 0.5 is.
Yeah, so that's why I talk about Indiegogo. Sometimes you have to also understand, the artists need your support, and when the campaigns grow, we tend to get more and more stuff. Yeah, so
that's right.
If you can support the campaign, if not, you can share out to get the word out. So this is
definitely share it.
Comic of the 90s, and the way I like them to be. Yeah, so over here again, like I say, the featured tier is the both cover this is a new cover, a variant cover from another artist called Rob Willis. Yes, Rob Willis.
He's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
The detail is insane as well. Later on, I'll show closer. Now I noticed you put up quite a fair bit of merch. And what is AAT? Don't worry, my audience is mature enough, I believe.
Okay. Well, it depends. It depends on who you're talking to. Always awesome together is one. But no, what it really means is ass titty. It's a celebration of the female form. I love them very much, and we celebrate the female form. There you go. She's all covered up, but she's sexy. And then later on, she won't be covered up. But yeah, ass TTs, says Wolverine. That's what it is. It's ass titty, and it's a celebration, and it's a vibe. That's why I made different versions, just depending on how you feel. Buy one, buy a couple. So we added those in, and then we're approaching we're approaching the point where again I'm going to be giving away this bunny suit and adding a brand new bunny suit, and then I'm going to have to come up with new stretch goals because I don't know what to do past then, but we'll think of something.
Okay, I need to reply L Gagoy. I don't know how to mod people. I click on
You have
the
to go, you have to go. You have to do it on YouTube. So you like it. What I do is I keep my cell phone on the side, and what I'll do is I'll go on YouTube and I'll look for that person who's chatting, and then I'll tap on them and add them as a mod. But I do it through the app itself.
I think I did it. I L,
Excellent.
now you're a mod. Yeah, finally you're the mod and you're the first mod on my channel.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome. Now they can go. They can post links and things, and they can tell people, smack them down if they're being naughty.
By the way, audience, the link to the campaign as well as to Fraga's channel is in the description, so you can check it out. So make sure you check out the campaign as well. We have. I remember when I. Yes.
What's that? What were you gonna say?
Yeah. No. Nothing. You can. None. It's okay. You carry
All right.
on.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say the when people visit my channel, they can do it tonight, starting at 9:05. I gave myself a little bit. Hammerella, what's up, Brian Wynn? If they want to go over there, I gave myself a little extra 5 minutes so I can make myself a cup of coffee. But 9:05, we're going to be doing something that I'm calling Fragtober, where the audience is picking different topics and words for me to draw from. From those, I pick. And I draw that drawing that night, and whoever picked that word gets the artwork. So they get a piece of my original art just for suggesting something to draw, and people watch. So I just feel like with Fragtober, everyone wins. Another major part of that, and it's one of the parts I enjoy the most, is that a lot of people are drawing along. And the most rewarding thing is hearing people say that they haven't drawn in a long time, and that this makes them very happy to be drawing again. So that to me is the plus. So, excuse me. I just got. Are you a fan of hot sauce, Tungsten?
Me?
Yeah.
My God, Singaporean, we drink hot sauce like nobody's business.
Okay. I just earlier, late last week, I ordered something from a website called Heatness, and I ordered their hottest ones that they had. They had a challenge pack that had Carolina Reapers and Scorpion, and then they had another one. My mouth is getting all wet now because I'm thinking about it. They had another one called Last Dab, and that was recommended to me by an artist named David Pahikainen. I got some today, and I tried out 4 of them, and oh man, I was sweating I mean, it was delicious. It's weird because the one that they say is their hottest had the best flavor, and I think it's because they added they had Carolina Reaper, chocolate pepper, peach pepper. They added turmeric, coriander, and mustard powder, and that mustard powder made all the difference, man. It had a little extra sort of zestiness to it. And I was telling my wife it was like a boomerang because you can eat it. And you're like, it's not that bad, And then about 30 seconds, it's like a bomb goes off in your face.
Yes.
You're like, oh my God. And I was just pouring. So I think what I'm going to do eventually on one of my streams in between now and when I have a battle with Graveyard Shift's John Malin.
John Malin.
We're going to have a battle. We call it the Once and For All Malin versus Fraga Halloween night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York time. And we're going to have a Once and For All. But in between now and then, I think I might do a hot sauce stream just to, have people, if they're hot sauce fans, to eat along, and then we're going to do a draw. Yeah, we're going to eat, and then we're going to draw. And maybe I'll do it next month, because I'll tell you, the one thing that I wanted so bad after having it was beer, and not to wash
Okay.
down the heat, but there's something really rewarding about beer with hot sauce, that they go together so well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the adventure.
So I look forward to that, and
Yeah,
so watch you suffer with your hot sauce.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I think Fraga is like what he say he's doing a so-called Fractober
yeah,
ink a sketch a day is something like this kind of format, right?
yeah,
This
yeah. That was
the one
that was one.
yeah,
That was one there. That was
yeah.
Viking.
Look
The
at the
other one
detail.
was Adventurer, and
Mm-hmm.
Adventurer was a character, one of my very first characters from when I was a kid. So the guy who picked that, he knows. His name's Mike Green. He knows all the deep cuts. Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, this one was that's why I said I need coffee. This one is Samurai, but I wanted to kind of do a little twist on Samurai.
So you're giving away this
Yeah,
artwork?
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
guys, you hear it? So if you are new and no, check out Fraga's channel. He's like doing this sketch a day. Find out how you can sort of win a sketch from original artwork from Dan. Yeah,
yeah.
amazing. Look at the
Thank
details.
you.
And how long does one of these take roughly?
I think
If
that
you're
one
not
was
talking to the audience, it's like you're doing it yourself.
oh, you mean if I wasn't talking to the
Yeah,
audience?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I wasn't talking to the audience, probably about an hour or so.
Mm-hmm. That was
But I was talking to the audience, so it was about an hour and a half. It slows Talking and drawing slows me down,
mm-hmm.
and I also find, like, sadly, I'm not at peak performance, and it just I
This is
realize,
not
like,
peak performance.
it's
Oh my
not.
god.
It's not.
Oh.
That's what I realized is I thought of my brain almost like a computer, and
Uh-huh.
if you have two apps running, let's say you have a graphic intensive program
Mm-hmm.
running, and then you have another one that is doing algorithmic other things that aren't art based. They tend to borrow assets from one another. So
Mm-hmm.
I found that I was talking slower and not drawing as well because
Ah.
I was, splitting the differences. Curious Comics is asking, how can we win? The way you can win is it's in the description of the video. I know I've seen you over there, Curious. In the description of the videos each day, like right now, if you go to the channel, you go into the video, the very first paragraph says something to the effect of draw each day in October with Fraga Boom, and pick what he draws and you can win. Then you put the link to the channel, and then you say I pick, and then anyway, all you do is copy and paste that, and then put what you want in the parentheses, and then from there, if I pick the one that you post on, that's the other piece of it. You got to post it. If I pick the piece that you post, you get it. So, yesterday was Savage Land Storm. It was suggested by Alfred Ortiz. This one happened to be suggested by Michael Green. So this one went out to him. So tonight we'll see. I gathered the words. I've sent them over to the computer. I haven't quite picked yet. I usually pick about 5 minutes before I go on. I gather them all. I put them on. I review them, and I go, I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. Sometimes I change my mind. Every now and then I change my mind. Like I'll be, go, it's going to be this, and then as I'm going through them, I go, no, actually, this is the one. So it's a crapshoot. It's definitely not. I wouldn't say random. People that know me tend to they seem to have an advantage because they know the stuff I like to draw. But then the other thing I'll do to offset that is sometimes I'll pick the thing that I am the most scared of drawing. Something that is quite challenging. And when it's challenging for me, of course, it may end up being like not the best drawing that I've done, but I've learned something by going through it.
Yeah. Is this also by you?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yep.
what's this?
That is one of my free flow drawings. Well, it was a couple free flow drawings that there were a couple drawings that I put together. But this is when I very first started doing free flow drawings. It was in 2005. I was working on a film called ATL, and I was lonely, not in the sense of like not having a lady, but lonely is like I didn't have anybody to talk to after we would shoot, and I would do storyboards, and then I go back to the hotel, and I would go across the street to this bar called Bazaar. I'd buy myself a few plates of chicken on sticks, a bottle of wine, and then they would be playing some really good music. Like the music sets were always good, and I'd end up getting a little bit drunk, and I would draw these, and they were
What?
basically what were inside my mind.
Oh.
Um, yeah, it was just like almost like stream of consciousness drawings, no
Mm-hmm.
pencils.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'll draw a house, I'll draw pills, I'll draw a keyboard, and I was just drawing the things that came to mind, or something would be in a song like I'll cook you a birthday cake, and then I'll just start drawing a birthday cake in the middle of something.
Draw a starfish.
Yeah, starfish. A gorilla. You can see a
Okay.
screaming gorilla in the middle of that too.
Holy shit, man.
See, he's in there. I know he
He's
is.
in there. He's in there. That's the
Yeah,
thing I like, you see. I like to look
yeah,
at all these things. So,
yeah.
so
He's
if
in
you want
there.
to know Fragga, this is the mind of Fragga.
Yeah,
So you
that's
can
what it
study
looks
it.
like. That's
Oh
why.
my god.
That's why
Uh.
I enjoy
Mm,
cannabis, because it helps slow it
mhm.
down.
Mhm.
This was a brush pen drawing. This is actually a drawing that I like so much that I've never sold it.
Okay.
And I was teaching myself how to do brush pen,
Mhm.
and
Whoa.
what I decided to do was go, what happens when I do this, and what happens when I do this.
Mhm.
And I was so happy with the way it turned out that I was like, this is one that I don't want to get rid of, because it's lot of happy results, and it's small. It's maybe about that big. It's not big.
Yeah.
It's really small. It's like maybe the size of the palm of my hand.
Mm.
Yeah,
What's this? This is the
that
yeah.
was yeah, that one was inking over Rob Liefeld.
Oh.
That one there, yeah, I was
Mm.
inking Rob Liefeld. I actually still have that original. Let me see. I have that. I'm actually giving that one away to somebody. There was a guy early on when I was
Uh-huh.
starting crowdfunding, who I had no idea what crowdfunding was, and I mean, it's funny though, because one of the words of advice that he gave to me was to not join Comicsgate,
Oh.
and I was like, I don't know what
Okay.
Comicsgate is, and he's like, it's your buddies. I'm like, no, I don't know, but yeah, here's the original to that
Let
right
me
here.
okay. Okay, let me blow you up. Wait, I'm not good at it. Hold on.
Yeah,
Is it this one?
there you
Yeah.
go. And then
Whoa.
this over here, this is a rarity. This is an Eric Larson original. It's an Eric Larson inked by Scott
Hmm.
Williams.
Hmm.
And not a lot of these exist, because Eric's house burnt down during the time that he did these, so a lot of the originals burned up. Yeah, I have some of my art in here. I have like this one. This one is one of my favorites. Like, whenever I do commentary, like I'm not really a talker when it comes to
Mhm.
commentary, but I'll do something like this. You know,
Okay.
baby bird.
Oh, interesting
You know,
piece.
hungry
Yes.
for the likes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of people are, that's how they operate, is that they're just wanting those likes, like a baby bird wants food. And I did that way back in, I think, 2016. Oh, here's another one. This is the Screaming Gorilla one. This piece is long gone. I gave this original away a while back, but let me see if I can hold it up. This is another one of those in the mind of
Oh
of
my god.
in my mind, and there's the
Oh,
screaming gorilla.
yeah.
See,
Yep, 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 yep.
yeah,
You know, I like the original because I do sometime one of my hobbies is also film photography. So I tend
Yeah,
to shoot slides. So we will put on the light box and I will examine the slides. Love to
yeah.
look at all the small details.
Oh,
Yeah,
so do I, man.
yeah.
You're like me. Like I can tell we like
Just
we like the adventure. It's not just boom, it's done. It's boom. Oh,
yeah,
let's see
the
why.
the the
Yeah.
only difference is I still have hair, right?
Yeah. You have beautiful hair. Your viewers are going to be jealous the fact that I've actually seen you.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
man.
you have wonderful hair. Yeah,
Yes, keep the myth going. The viewer will not get to
yeah,
see the real me. All
yeah,
right, so let me just bring it all back to the campaign itself because I think it's about 8:50. So I would like to let Fraga go because at 9 I think he need to start his stream. Let him have
yeah,
his copy. So again, Dan Fraga brought back Black Flag Pineapple Perception. It's a crowdfunding, very successful crowdfunding, I must say. It's over no one. It's almost 200K USD.
yeah.
These are all the perks. So I highly recommend you can go and check it out. And don't forget, no, you can actually download the original Black Flag. No, so-called PDF file. He have given
Right.
it away for free to know catch up on the story. These are done in the 90s by him. Yeah, so check it out. And also mixtape is the the no rapping that he did. All
Yeah.
this. And also, don't forget, if you look at the backing itself, don't forget that you're also getting stretch goals items. Let me see where is that? Yeah. So don't forget, no, a lot of people who crowdfund actually didn't make it obvious enough. I must say, for people who just come in, they look at the price, they totally forgot there's such a thing, and they didn't know they're getting a perfect bound. Now they have the so-called the stickers and then the posters, and also now even for me today I only realized I get this.
A whole brand
Yeah,
new
yeah, yeah.
issue. Yeah,
Yeah, so these are all for people who buy back I think the book level of the campaign, not
yeah,
the merch, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so there we have it. Black Flag, Pineapple Perception by the very talented Dan Fraga. Check him out,
Thank you.
check him out, check him out. And after this, drop by to his channel, check out how he draws stuff. Link in the description. Yeah,
Right.
so
I'll be
thanks
live.
Fraga for
No
coming up,
problem. Thank you.
coming to my very small channel. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
man,
Thanks
you're
for having
great.
me. I had great fun. Hope to do more with others. Hope, in fact, I asked Shane because Shane's wife is Singaporean, so
That's right.
I must
That's
give
right.
support. Yeah,
Yeah,
I must
she's
support my
great.
own. No, yeah. So I asked if he's available. I think he said that we can arrange something because of his sleeping schedule as well. So thanks, Rega, for coming in.
You
I will
got it, man.
end. Yeah, you have anything to say to the audience? One.
Yeah, big love and respect to all the lovers of comics, especially the lovers of Comicsgate, because you guys are the purest of comic book fan. You love comics for comics' sake, not for any other thing than the entertainment value. So big love to you guys, and go over check out my channel. Come watch me draw and draw along if
Yeah.
you're interested.
Hey, someone's at the back. Yeah,
Yeah,
hail Fragger, hail Comics Gate, and yeah, I'll end the broadcast. Thank you guys.
all right.